It is MVP versus The Miz. Let's see what happens in this one. It kicks off Raw. Here we go. Miz wins against MVP. So let's see what happens from there. But let's see what happens the next matchup. Because it's next. Iconics will take on Ruby Riott and the X Division Women's Champion Bianca Belair. Well, the Impact Women's Champion. So let's see what happens in this one. It's next. Bianca Belair and Ruby Riott gets the win. We go from here. Let's see what happens next. Wow. Corey Graves versus Elias. Let's see what happens in this one. It's going to be a good one, I think. Let's find out. Elias defeats Corey Graves. Let's see what happens with Elias coming, pretty soon. But what's next on Raw? Alpha Academy will take on the Judgment Day. Let's see what happens in this one. The Judgment Day picks up another win. Let's see what happens in the upcoming matches for them. Looks good on this side. Let's see what's next. Summer Rae takes on Hall of Famer Tori Wilson. Let's see what happens because it's next. Summer Rae has done it, shocked the world, defeats Tori Wilson. And people said she couldn't do it. What a build-up to Summer Rae. Let's see what happens next. This matchup is going to be good. Cannot wait to see what happens next but let's see what happens in the next matchup. It's going to be a good one. Triple H versus John Cena. What a classic matchup. This is going to be awesome. And John Cena has finally got a win. John Cena has beaten Triple H. John Cena gets momentum in this matchup. Congratulations to Cena. Let's see what happens next. Riddle versus Keith Lee. It is next. Let's see what happens in this one. Riddle gets a win over Keith Lee. What a big win for Riddle. That leads up to maybe something huge. Just have to wait to see what happens. But what a matchup that was. Let's see what next. We got the CFW World Heavyweight Champion taking on the classic CFW Champion. Let's see who is the better champion in this matchup. It's champion versus champion, non-title. Let's see. Let's go to work. Let's see what happens. Kevin Owens beats CM Punk. Let's see what's next for Raw. Congrats to Kevin Owens. Let's see what happens. Tribute to Eddie Guerrero, WWE Undisputed Championship. So that's what that means. But other than that, guys, we're going to call it the Crossfire Wrestling Undisputed Championship. But other than that, Logan Paul and Dominic Mysterio. Main event. Like I said, everybody gets a chance to be in the main event. Let's see what happens in this one. And what a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. Dominic Mysterio has picked up the win, and it is a title that Eddie has won. So it is definitely a tribute to Eddie Guerrero. What a main event. What a show. We'll see you next time on Raw. Good night, guys. The results of Raw. The Miz wins against MVP. Ruby Riott and Bianca Belair defeats the Iconics. Elias defeats Corey Graves. Judgment Day defeats Alpha Academy. Summer Rae defeats Tori Wilson. John Cena defeats Triple H. Riddle defeats Keith Lee. Kevin Owens defeats CM Punk. And Dominic Mysterio defeats Logan Paul. Tradition to Eddie Guerrero. What a match. What a Raw. Bye-bye.